Hey everybody, how's it going? Liam here, welcome to my hobby room. Welcome to the LHR show, the show within a show that doesn't really have like a set theme or anything. It's just me talking about stuff. But the theme in this one is I just went to Japan. Mrs. Hobby Room and I went to Japan. It was very fun. Did a lot of cool stuff, and I got a lot of cool stuff. So we're gonna go over my haul today, which I'm very proud of. Now this is actually only about, I guess, 75% of it. The rest I had to ship back via snail mail because I ran out of space. Luckily I have a good friend who lives in Osaka that could help me out, and that was very, very kind of him. So thank you, Kim. You're the bomb. One of the categories of things that I got is are these MOOCs, modeling books. MOOCs? I've mentioned these before in different videos. I got a whole whack of these, a whole bunch of them that I've been trying to find for so long, but they're super rare in the West and really expensive to order. But when you're in Japan, not so much. So that's great. So I found a bunch of these. This is essentially how I learned how to model. Because YouTube wasn't a thing when I started modeling, so I wish it was, because that would have been really nice. So anyways, yeah, let's talk about this. So I got a cool Universal Century one that just goes through a bunch of the different machines and vehicles from Universal Century. That's great. It's all expert modelers in here. Amazing. Also, I got this old Gundam Wing one, which is great. It shows a lot of the original, 1/144, 1995 Gundam Wing stuff, a lot of scratch building, really cool, very inspiring. So I'm really excited to look through this. I mean, I've kind of looked through it a little bit, but I want to sit down with like a coffee and just go through the whole thing one day. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I also got this 1 Year War Special Edition that does a bunch of RX-78-2s and some mobile suits from the 1 Year War. And man, there's some really, really cool stuff. Oh yeah, there's someone scratch built a Big Zam in here somewhere. Look at that! It's a Big Zam, a large Zam. And then I got a couple more Gundam Seed ones, which I've also been trying to track down for forever. I think this is the MSV one. Yeah, this is the MSV one, and this is just a bunch of different Seed models. I have, I think, all the other Seed books. But these ones, I think, are one of the best eras of these Gundam weapons and MOOCs to get into. Because when those Seed kits were coming out, the original, high-grade Gundam Seed kits from the early 2000s, the models were getting good, but there was still quite a bit of actual modeling you had to do to make things look really, really snazzy, because, there's a lot of simplified looking joints, the proportions were all kind of squat. So for me anyways, that's one of my favorite eras of model kit to work on, just because of the amount of modeling you have to do. Now, before we get into my actual model kit haul, I just want to go over some of the other fun things I bought. I'm a big fan of little modeling bits. You've seen me use a lot of them in videos like photo etch stuff and aftermarket joints, aftermarket detail pieces. So I got a bunch more MSG parts from Kotobukiya, pretty exciting. Some of these I've actually started using already. And then I got some of the rarer Hobby Japan ones as well. I think those will come in handy. Those are pretty great. These are very small. Don't know what I'm gonna do with those. I put this little box together to make these easier to flip through. So these are just a bunch of aftermarket pieces and joints that I'll be able to use for a bunch of custom projects coming up, which I have a few of them, so that's really cool. Smacking stuff today. Feels good. Feels good to hit this thing. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. The hobby room's a total mess right now, because I'm trying to put everything in places where, I can find them again. Oh, this is, whoops. So this is really cool. I've been looking for this for a really long time, really hard to get in the West, even when you have connections through a hobby shop to order things. Anyways, Mr. Silicone Barrier, which is a silicone barrier. It's basically a mold release, but you can brush it on to different things. Super handy. I had it a long time ago, I used it, and then I've been searching for more forever, so I found some in Volks in Japan, so that was awesome. Volks is awesome, man. Oh man, can't wait to go back. We're gonna go back next fall. It's gonna be fun. I got a bunch of sanding stuff too. I find sanding very therapeutic, so this brand is called Yasuri's Father, which I think is amazing, and that's Yasuri's father. Right there. It's like you're borrowing your friend's dad's hobby supplies. I thought that was cute. It was nice to see so much Wave stuff just on shelves. Man, I love Wave. Wave's great. So, got lots of that. Oi, 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 where are we going here? What do we got? What do we got going on here? Oh yeah, and this! Okay, so fun story time. We were dragging our suitcases around because we had to move every 2 or 3 days. We went to too many places. Because of that, we had to drag our suitcases around every 2 days, and my suitcase was actually it was my mom's suitcase that I borrowed, so whoops, sorry, because it kind of broke. The wheels just couldn't stand up to all the stress. The wheels broke. However, However, in my infinite wisdom, I had actually packed a smaller suitcase inside of my bigger suitcase because I thought then I'd have 2 suitcases. And it was a good plan while it lasted. However, the wheels, because they broke, I had to take the wheels off of the smaller suitcase and put them on the bigger suitcase. And I used my chisel, my large chisel, as a screwdriver, which completely destroyed it. So I got myself a nice chisel from Hasegawa. This one's beautiful. It has a nice wooden handle. I really like it, and it's a nice broad one too. So pretty psyched about that chisel. Been getting a lot of use. Anyways, let's take a look at the model kits. So in order to get all the model kits that I built to fit in my suitcase, I clipped out all the parts and then rolled them up into these little model kit burritos. So let's take a look at what we've got here. Oh yeah, this is a limited model. So from oh god, what have I done here? So this is a Gunpla from Vision of Escaflowne, so it's not Gundam. So we've got a Scheherazade. I know there's a fancy model out now by Motoroid. That's all well and good. I like this stuff. I like the older stuff. So that's gonna be cool. Something interesting about these LM kits is the pieces that are molded on these runners were massive. Like, they would never do this nowadays. Just huge amounts of plastic. Completely solid too, which is another thing they probably would never do. And as you can see, they fit together a little roughly. There's some bending and things, like nothing really aligns correctly. So I can't wait to work on this. It's going to be a lot of fun doing some actual modeling. So we're going to put this aside and move on to the next thing. Okay, so this is another LM model. This one I'm actually really excited for. You might have already seen what it is. But I found 2 of these, so I'm going to be modding them both up. Ooh, the lighting is real harsh. Let me just adjust that here. This is an LM Taurus from Gundam Wing. I'm a big fan of the Taurus, and I can't wait to work on this, so I've got some plans to do some casting here, and some modification to make them a little more, you know, modern, because these are some pretty rough areas here. Also, I might need to widen it a bit because, as you can see, he's quite thin. But anyways, that's going to be really exciting. No, the Taurus doesn't transform, or sorry, the model doesn't transform, but that's okay. Looks really good, and I cannot wait to work on this. Wha-bam! Oh god. Here's another one, a high-grade fighting action Gundam Heavy Arms custom. We're going to be working on a bunch of these. You know, they're actually quite a bit smaller than regular high grades. They're just, the proportions are different, but I really like it, and I think it'll be an interesting little diorama project that I'm working on, or that I'm, sorry, not working on it yet, just in the brain. I'm thinking of doing a set of a bunch of these kind of in the Brussels location, like at the end of Endless Waltz. I think it'll be really cool. Anyways, so that's something. We'll just put that, oh god, I made a mess. So this is another fun find that I got, Leon's Arms Astray PMC Custom from the Gundam Seed MSV Astray stuff. I've always wanted to find this kit, and it's been very hard to find, so we're gonna be doing something with this at some point. Now, I've been told the sight of, like, just clipped out parts like this before a model kit's been built is, like, anxiety-inducing to some people, but it's actually how I build models most of the time, so I'm not really concerned about it. I have built so many Gunpla kits in my life that it is just, like, you just kind of get used to how they go together. There's no surprises. So, yeah, this doesn't stress me out. So I hope it doesn't stress you out. If it does, I'm sorry. Now, I'm not really an SD guy, but I am a Wing guy, and I found, well, it's kind of hard to open, but you get the gist. This is the Gundam Aquarius, which was kind of a very obscure mobile suit from the Gundam Wing Pantheon. Now, this is a SD kit that leaves quite... Oh, there's also a first grade Aegis in here. So I'm sure I'll use that for something. But yeah, this is really the only way I can get this kit. I might be able to modify a Wing Zero or something into this, but we'll see. For now, this is the way it's gonna have to live. Speaking of Wing Zero, here is a high-grade fighting action Wing Zero custom from Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. So yeah, that's another one's gonna be fun. And here, oh, I got this one from Tom Sawyer. Mr. Okazaki, he was really cool, showed me a lot of really rare kits, and one of them was this LM Alcades from Vision of Escaflowne. So that's going to be pretty fun to put together too. Again, with these LM kits, just massive chunky pieces of plastic. But anyways, big shout out to Taro Okazaki from Tom Sawyer. That was in Fukuoka. That was a wonderful store, and I had a lot of fun meeting you. So thanks so much, man. This one is one I've been looking for a long time. This is the Susanoo from Gundam 00. And this thing is mostly together. I think it's mostly been built. I've wanted to do a video of this kit for a long time, so this is somewhere on the docket. This is Ray Zabarel's Blaze Zaku Phantom from Gundam Seed Destiny. This kit I'm not terribly interested in as it stands on its own. I'm going to be mostly using it for custom parts and doing all kinds of random stuff with. So I'm going to be harvesting this thing for parts eventually. Making a diorama or something maybe too. So that's, you know, whatever. We'll just put this over here. Now, somewhere along the way, I picked up a Rising Freedom Gundam from the new Gundam Seed Freedom movie. That's kind of exciting, so, you know, we'll do some with that at some point, as the backpack has to go in its own little bag. It's not very high on my list, but we'll get there eventually. So here we have a high-grade Gaia Gundam from Gundam Seed Destiny. We'll do something with this eventually. I plan on doing a bunch of Gundam Seed stuff in the future, so this will be kind of an interesting kit to work on. As you can see, I bought this in components because I couldn't find the complete box anywhere, but I did find it at Yellow Submarine like this, so that's how I got it. Oh, this table's getting a little crowded. Ooh, this is fun. We got a high-grade fighting action Gundam Sandrock Custom. Again, it's more stuff from Endless Waltz for my little Brussels diorama idea that I got going on. So we'll work on that one day, hopefully soon. These ones are pretty cool. So I went kind of hog wild and I managed to get 4 high-grade fighting action Serpents from Endless Waltz, so I can't wait to use these. I might end up casting a few of them or modifying it to be casted, just so I can make a few more. I think that'd be fun. 2 of these are like the clear versions, or sorry, 3 of these are the clear versions, and then 1 is just the regular. Yeah, anyways, just a fun little old kit that I wanted to grab, so I ended up getting 4. I'm gonna be using them all, I'm very excited. This, boom, this is cool. This is a high grade, what is this? Oh, the Jin type high maneuver from Gundam Seed MSV. Pretty psyched about this guy, again, as part of this Gundam Seed project I've have banging around in the old noggin. Here we have a P Bandai Leo S. I'm planning on kind of making a more HGAC version of the Tall Geese, or Tall Geese 2, or Tall Geese 3, or whatever, and I just thought this would be a fun kit to use as a base, because it's got most of the same pieces. I have some of them already from my Leo S build. It comes with so many extra parts, and obviously it's the Leo S, so it comes with extra parts here as well, so I've got more extra parts, which I love. So we'll just put this here for now, oh dear god. I've been looking for this kit for a while. This is the gold-plated high-grade Delta Gundam. I'm going to be stripping the plating off. Oh god, I just ripped the bag. I'm not going to pull this out because it's going to get all over the place, but I'm pretty excited to put this thing into a project. So yeah, we'll just tuck you over here. Right, for my HGAC Tall Geese build, here are some old Tall Geese kits. So the Tall Geese 3, which comes with parts for the 1 and 2 as well, and then a Tall Geese 1. Mind you, these are the old 1995 and 1996 wing kits, respectively, so they're, you know, they leave a lot to be desired, but with enough TLC, you can pretty much make anything look good. We'll put you here for now. Here's an HGUC Bau, which I'm a big fan of. It's an interesting Xeon kit. I plan on making kind of a Build Fighters custom for myself out of this, so that's gonna go here for now. And here is the HG Fighting Action Gundam Ultron Nataku, what it's called in the show, which is Wu Fei's suit. So we're gonna do that with the old Brussels thing that I'm banging around in the old skull. This thing is wrapped up so securely. This is just a high-grade Blitz Gundam that I got. I can't remember why it's packaged up like this. Oh, I got it from Volks, and they insisted on safety wrapping it, which, you know, it's very safe. This one's pretty cool. Mr. Bushido's Ahead. The Ahead's much larger than I thought it was, so this is pretty interesting. I've always actually wanted to find one of these, and now I have one. So yeah, that'll be a fun video one day. I'm just gonna leave this right here, and we'll move right along. The last bagged up kit that I have here is a first grade Guaze from Gundam Seed. Yeah, I want to add joints to this thing and make it look, you know, kind of fancy. I also have some more kits coming in a snail mail box that I had to ship, but you know, that's just how it goes when your suitcase fills up with stuff that you bought. Now, I have one more very, very special kit that I'm excited about. Now, I've got to say the kit I'm most excited for is this high-grade G-Savior that I found. Now, G-Savior, I know it's the movie everyone hates, no one talks about, but I love the G-Savior. I think it's such a great design. I'm going to be pulling out all the stops for this one. It's going to look fantastic when it's done. I have a lot of interesting plans for it. Now, when I was in Volks, I also got this 1995 Wing Zero, which is the first model kit I ever built, so I'm going to be doing a special video on this that I'm actually working on right now, which is why this is in pieces. So that's that! that's that, everyone. It was incredible. It was the trip of a lifetime, and we're going to go back next fall, so that's great too. I hope everyone has been having a great time while I've been away, and I'm happy to be back now, refocusing some of my stuff. I also have a couple announcements. What I wanted to do was, I have my Patreon and my, what's it called, Ko-fi, and I'm going to change things around a bit. I'm going to open up my Discord, make it free. Everyone can join that way. So I'm going to put a link there in the description to join the Discord because I think that would be fun and I love talking about plastic models. And this way you can join, ask your questions, we can hang out, that kind of stuff. We can also share pictures and stuff that we're working on. We can, oh, you're knocking things over. So I've got a couple videos on the go at the moment, so I'm going to get back to filming one right now because that's what I was doing before. I thought, oh, I should just do a model kit haul video. I think that'd be fun. So I'm going to get back to doing that. Until next time, take care of one another. Give your moms a hug, that's important, and I'll see you guys next time on Liam's Hobby Room. Man, I have stuff everywhere. I made a huge mess. Oh god. Should clean that before Mrs. Hobby Room gets back.